Hello and welcome to India Today. My name is Zenia and today we have with us none other than director Hansal Mehta, whose film Faraaz just came out. We also have Zahan Kapoor, who made his debut playing the. Okay, sorry. And we also have Zahan Kapoor, who played the titular role in the film. Uh, Hansal sir, Zahan, welcome to India Today.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I'm getting nervous for no reason, but let's continue. First things first, I know that we have discussed this, but why the limited release and was it a conscious decision given that, Pathan also released?
It was a conscious decision to do a limited release. Uh, you know, not all films are designed for the mainstream kind of release. Not all films are designed for that large weekend. We wanted to make this film. We believe it's an important film. We believe it is. We are proud of the film, and we want the film to find its audience, and the audience to find the film. And so for that, it is important that the film does not come loaded with overheads. Releasing films these days has become a very, very expensive proposition. It is more expensive than making a film. The the publicity and prints. It's become so expensive these days. So we decided to go with this limited release thing, and I mean we are happy, really happy doing it. We are getting a lot of love. We have no pressure of Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We believe our film has already earned a return on investment for its producers. So, and through various, every film has more than just theatrical revenues. So through its non-theatrical, I mean, Anubhav would be in a better position to answer this. But I think we're in a happy place. We are proud of the film we have made, and we have released it with pride, and we will let it run with pride.
And also the fact that, nowadays with the sensitivity that a lot of people have, it's very difficult to make a film on the topic that you have chosen. Like I'll say from my side, when I was writing the review also, it was so difficult for me to write it because I had to be very politically correct. How did you manage to achieve that balance while making it that, it doesn't kind of create any controversy or doesn't annoy any section of people?
I know no other way of making films. I'm not politically correct or incorrect. I'm not a politician. I make films from the heart. They come from a place of truth. And if you're truthful, if you're honest, if the film is made with the correct intention, those intentions translate into the way people also see it. So I'm not afraid. I'm fearless because my intentions have never been otherwise.
Also, Zahan, this is your debut, and this film, like he said, isn't like a commercial potboiler or something that this is meant for a very niche audience, if I may say. And a lot of people might think that this isn't the best debut because it's not like, given your background also, this is not like you should come into the industry with a lot of क्या बोले जोरो शोरो से. So when you said yes for this, what was the thought?
Firstly, yes, I mean, everyone can have their opinion of how I should do something or how I should not do something, but it is their opinion and you can have it. But what made me genuinely leap in and have faith and choose this story is, like Hansal sir said, it was clear from the get-go that the intention behind telling this story was very, very clear. It was very, very pure. And it doesn't matter if a film is designed for a big roller coaster kind of box office zoro shore se, or a film is designed to just touch people who are seeking out a conversation, who are seeking out some kind of experience, who are seeking out to learn more about the world they live in and the people they share that world with. So this is a very special film. I'm very grateful and very, very lucky that a film like this and a story like this and a filmmaker like this has come my way. I hope we have done it justice. And going forward, we'll see what other choices will happen. And I hope to have a vibrant career. So it's not like I'm choosing this against choosing something else. Yes. It's just how it happened.
And the fact that, one thing that I noticed personally is how Faraaz, despite he being the main character, was not as loud as probably the one that's played by Aditya Rawal, because he's the one talking, he's the one, like, for me it's a discussion. So for me, I feel that it's because he needs to justify himself, while Faraz is just there, he's just proving his point through actions. But I would like to ask you, how did you manage to do it? Like, why did Faraz have less kind of, dialogues compared to Aditya Rawal's character?
Because, you see, Faraz is the spirit of the film. Faraz means standing tall. So that had to come across. So this whole idea of a mainstream hero, has been corrupted by the way our mainstream cinema calls somebody a hero. So that idea of a hero has been corrupted. It's not only our mainstream, Hollywood, everyone. Joseph Campbell has corrupted our idea of the hero and the hero's journey. And I did not see it that way. I thought whatever he does in the film leaves an impact. And Faraz, and what Zahan is playing as Faraz, is a character above everything else. The protagonist is not always defined by the screen time he has, but it is defined by what he ultimately does. What is that one act that defines the film? And I think the film is defined by Faraz's act of bravery, by him standing tall in the face of adversity. Would Faraz have taken up arms or gotten into a fist fight? Would he have gotten into an ideological debate? Some people said he should have had more to say ideologically. Is he a Maulana? He is a young boy who has come from this place of privilege, who is scared for most part of the film. And that's what makes him human. That's what makes the story and the tension so palpable. Why is he the hero after all? Because we are conditioned to seeing a hero doing impossible things, to see a hero being unrealistic about the things that he's doing because he's the hero. And that we were very clear about. Even Zahan knew that we were getting into this knowingly, that the act is going to define you, not the screen time or the dialogues that you speak.
Another thing that I noticed is how you have kind of, when we talk about some terrorist or someone who's, showing up with a gun, killing people mercilessly, we see them to be like, they are heartless, obviously, but we don't see them as human. But here I kind of felt that these are extremely misguided bunch of youth who are like anyone else. They are sleeping, they are gymming, or they are just trying to look cute, trying to talk to a girl. So how did you achieve that? I would like to know more from you, like how you weaved this and how you came around this, because even that thing, Children on Board, I found that to be so loaded. Just one
Amazing
frame, but it's so loaded.
So I'm so glad you noticed it, because I've been at pains to tell people, that shot, that's a metaphor.
Yeah.
Children on Board. And I don't judge my characters. I do not impose my opinions on my characters. I do not believe that characters can be stereotyped, because the actors have been cast and the extension of themselves is playing those characters. So I have not judged them that he's a bad guy. They are young boys. It just so happens that they're carrying guns and that they're shooting. But are they Do they think what they're doing is wrong? Then they won't do it. They are convinced, and they believe it is the way of Islam. It is the way of the religion. So there's a larger debate in this, which I want to that there are normal people who have picked up guns. The debate is about the use of religion to justify violence, and that too in the minds of such young boys. That use of religion, and Faraaz is the exact counterpoint that religion does not teach you this, and the religion that I've chosen, because it's a true story and it's set in Bangladesh, it is the majority religion of that country. So it's about, it could be any religion, it's replaceable. But about bigotry and the misuse of religion for violence to justify acts of that go against humanity.
Zahan, since this was your first film, and doing something like this, it's like when I see the film, I'm sitting on the edge of my seat. I'm terrified, and it's also like Sir has used elements that kind of try to ease the tension, but it's never gone. Like the singer singing, even his fear is so there. Obviously, there are dead bodies all around you. So it can be very challenging for for someone whose first film this is. So, what was the most challenging part, and how did you nail it all?
The challenge was the responsibility that this requires, right? It is a big responsibility to portray an event like this, and with the utmost sensitivity and care and empathy, and that was always, again, the intention. What was tremendous about making the process easier, even though it is so heavy, and even though it is, and you're surrendering yourself to these situations in a very safe way, but in the back of your mind that people have really gone through this, and we're not trying to make fun of it or patronize it or trivialize it. But what makes it better is that when you are around people who also believe what they're doing, and they're doing it for the right intent, and everyone was truly giving it their all, right from Hansal sir to the writers. I mean, Raghav and Kashyap both have done a tremendous job of just tweaking it and tweaking it and tweaking it. The DOP, Pratham, so much fresh talent. So everyone just with that eager beaver energy to just be like, whatever it takes, whatever you ask of us, we are here to give it. And all the cast, everyone. I mean, Mukesh Chabra sir has done such a good job at bringing together this ensemble. So that's what made it easier. That's what made it feel like we were capable. And Hansal sir kept reassuring us that, okay, good. And we did it really fast. So it really went by in a flash. In 23 days, we finished shooting the film. So we didn't really have time, to really sit and over-intellectualize things also. We were just, thrown in. We were shooting and we were just going through it. And it was surreal, of course. But it was, it's a privilege to be able to do this work.
And Zahan, I would obviously like to know more about what's next on your plate.
I'm currently midway shooting a web series for Amazon, which is a really fun project. Again, very lucky to have some incredible collaborators and creators working on the project. Very blessed to have that team. I'm looking for other opportunities. I gave an audition last week. I'm doing the rounds again. I've got some work out in the world now. So hopefully I'll be able to find some other stuff to sink my teeth into. I just want to put one foot in front of the other and keep growing. Hopefully Hansal sir will have also some new projects in the near future. We'll hopefully work together again. But yeah, let's see.
But look, so when I see Zahan, one thing I'm just thinking that you and Rajkumar Rao obviously have given some of the best films. Like my journey of understanding films had started kind of with Shahid. Like there are certain films that change you. There was Fundry, there was Masan, there was Shahid. So can he play Rajkumar's brother in some film and you cast both of them?
The story should present itself.
Of course.
If there's a story, we will do it. It's nothing is pre-decided. I did not know I was going to cast him.
Yeah.
we were neighbors for over 5 years before I cast him. 5-6 years before I cast him. He had never also approached me saying that I'm acting, I want to audition, nothing. So it was just, it happened. So everything, yeah, it's destiny. Rajkumar also, I did not know him from Adams. Mukesh Chabra thrust him upon me, sent him to my office, said just have a cup of tea with him, and that was it. A love story began.
Yeah.
Would you want to say about like the upcoming projects? Okay. So, is there anything I would like to ask this? Is there anything that you guys thought that I should be asking and I missed?
No, nothing. I think one of just coming back to the kind of central point here is that Faraaz is a film that has been made with a tremendous amount of passion and perseverance. We believe we have the right intention to telling this story. It happens to be in cinemas right now, and it is a gripping, like you said, it does kind of grip you and catch hold of you, and it would be beautiful. It's such a lucky thing today for me to have a film like my first film come out in the cinemas, because we live in an OTT age. We live in an age where the box office is unpredictable and it's scary for a lot of distributors and producers. But we have this opportunity, and it's a film that has been made with a lot of love. And it would be amazing if everyone can go and take some time out and see it. So that would be the most important thing.
So, you have.
Zahan has said it. I think the film is waiting for the audience. We are very happy with whatever love we have received so far. It is there's a lot of gratitude. The film has been through multiple lockdowns. It has been through a very lengthy litigation. It has had its own share of struggles. At the same time, it's been immensely satisfying. It's been a very, very creatively satisfying process. Also to work with this amazing energy. The average age on the set was 27.
Yeah.
26, 27. So to have that energy and feeding of it, it gave me it. You make films, sometimes you make films to tell stories. I also make films for the process, because the process keeps me alive. The process rejuvenates me, and this was a very rejuvenating process.
And we are hoping for more films like this. Obviously, coming from you, it's always a pleasure to watch your films. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Zahan, for joining with India Today. And thank you so much for watching the interview.